Hey, what's up, everybody? I just happened to be on this page, so on our YouTube channel, so figured, you know, show y'all. So this is trading success, obviously, but we're on YouTube, so haven't really quite decided what all we're going to put in here. Just wanted to go ahead and show everybody since it was up. But we are putting videos on here very first thing, so anybody that sees this, if you see this in the Telegram, or if you see it in the group or the page, then videos will go here first, and then to the page or the group and page and Telegram. But anyways, I wanted to get on and look at some charts. So I on put out on. I was looking to see a retest, but so I posted this on XRP. It's XRP chart last night. It was. No, it wasn't last night. Anyways, it had broke right here, but it didn't go above our line. I forget what it was. It was 0.614, I think, but it stopped literally at the right here, 6161392. Okay, so it was slightly above it around here, but anyways, so didn't get that. Got a little retracement, and right here we got a rejection right above where that line was. So, and then again, but I started seeing things line up a little bit. So with Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin. By the way, none of this is financial advice, not suggesting anybody buy or sell anything ever. Just this is for educational purposes only. Looking at Bitcoin, so I posted this too on the Trading Success Forex public page, and this is was the 3 minute. So, and I dropped this in the Telegram too. Just the type of just the style, like breaking a, whether it's a triangle consolidation or just a regular, like just a horizontal channel, or whatever the case, inverse head and shoulders. There's a lot of consolidation in there, whatever. So when we break, other than something like this, I was actually expecting for this to go down since this broke up top. But I wouldn't say I was expecting to. I was leaning more towards that because a lot of times, as above, so below when it comes to that stuff. But so we recently just saw some action here. Candle actually set. So watching the retest here on Bitcoin, we're still in this daily resistance zone. So here we are, daily resistance on the hour. This is the price to beat, the green. So what I was doing was, back to what I was saying, that when you break a consolidation like this, you test this, do it on a demo. Don't, I would never suggest anybody to test anything with ever. So on your demos, you know, if you haven't done this is just like basic price action stuff. So whether it's like a channel, or like I said, like a head and shoulders, or it actually dropped an XRP chart in when I thought it was good, and it did complete the head and shoulders, but I was looking back for a retest, and I was like 5 minute or 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute maybe. But generally, you want to see a pretty solid. I mean, you want to see a full pattern, like right here. This is an entry, so people that were buying short term, this is them selling off. So they're going to sell to the next point where they know people are jumping to take the other side and go up, or they, you know what I'm saying? They can see all the orders, all that stuff. It's the same people buying or same people selling a lot of the time. If not all the time, I think. But it's not like they're working together. It's like kind of like Democrats and Republicans. Those guys, I don't ever talk about politics. I just know it's a joke. But so like Democrats and Republicans, like those people are probably best friends off the set, you know. Anyway, so didn't mean to get off track here. Around this area where it broke the resistance, you want to see, doesn't have to be a double rejection, but if you get in on a smaller time frame, maybe a 5-minute time frame, on crypto it happens really fast, so a lot of times you have to use a smaller time frame to catch it. Right now it looks like we are in another downward consolidation, so this is looking like a possible bull flag, sorry. Possible bull flag. Just a downward consolidating channel following. Might have had a bullish cross right there. So this is the 1 minute, so everything right now is relative, of course, to that time frame. So this really, I would say this doesn't matter, but if you're sniping an entry, you know, you might use this on a sniping entry on from a 15-minute. But if you know what you're looking for and you know how big the pattern is and what time frame you did it on, I mean, you could sit here and watch a whole pattern play out on a, probably from, you know, the hour or whatever. It would just be a big looking pattern. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. But so whatever the case, let's go to the 5-minute. Go to the 5-minute, and then so let's say we come back down here and we break out the top. A lot of times when you break out of these, you get an inverse head and shoulders. So if it's an inverse head and shoulders, whatever, if it just breaks out, you know, maybe does just like a simple double bottom. Anyways, looking for something like that when it comes to doing an entry, just personally, this experience. So XRP is starting to take off a little bit as we speak. And go to this one. So just making sure order set. But anyway, so I posted this in the Ripple network first, and so this is the chart where initially I was trying to demonstrate that, but it's hard to do on pictures. We were actually right here, and so it didn't, like I said, it didn't cross the point that we were looking at up here. So I was looking at some more time frames, and it went all the way down here. So technically, when you break the neckline, this line right here, then that's that pattern to some people be considered voided, but you know, to me it's just kind of like halfway. Anyway, so we didn't get that. We went down up, and we got a double rejection. Now this is like a little flag right here on a smaller time frame. Looks like we're breaking out. Could be pumping up, we'll wait and see. But you know, this next month coming up should be really, really interesting as far as the crypto market. This could all be, you know, set up, whatever. This is happening. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Just happened to catch this while I was doing this. So with XRP, the court the SEC and Ripple are supposed to, get their stuff squared away. At least that's what the judge was. That's kind of how I was taking it. Basically, it sounded like she's saying, Annalisa Torres, saying, y'all settle your stuff. This is beyond the point of ridiculous. After reading, it's just kind of what I thought, but it sounds like they're going to settle. Or it looks like they're going to settle. Not financial advice. Always do your own research, of course. So here we are on Bitcoin. Take this off. I'm just going to flip through these pretty quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here. I just wanted to clear this up because I had dropped some charts and wanted to get to the point here that when post something, it doesn't absolutely mean, like, 'cause people post signals and stuff, and I did signals for years and years, and I still do signals, but I'm not gonna say out in public on, just like out on the page, for instance, like whatever conviction, because I don't know who's gonna see that, or how they're gonna take it. So same kind of thing right here. So we had a breach. Let me go back out. We had a breakout here. So this is structure this is like a continuation on a smaller time frame. So it looks like a bull flag kind of, or actually Adam and Eve. So point on a pullback, or you could look at it like this. So a lot of times you're gonna have trends going through them like this. So you could look at it like this. I think this looks pretty good. So we had a retest, rejection here. Let me get rid of that. Had a retest, not retest. We had a big rejection here, and then we had a low down there, and then we have one right here in the center, from here to here. So let's kind of put that here. And so this is an ascending, or could be what you would call an ascending triple bottom. So it's a type of reversal on, if this would have gone down this way, then it would have been a bear flag, right? Like if it didn't do this and it went like this instead, did one of them deals or something, in previous trend was bearish. So flagpole, rising wedge, this would be resistance at that point, but rising wedge, boom, down to the channel. This could be just collecting orders. We stopped right here, so these are strong points. Always these areas on a reversal. So on the smaller time frames, I was looking at this or actually the 1 hour, but I knew this was probably like a head and shoulders, so like a shoulder right here, a head right here, and a shoulder right here. This is the daily trend. It came back in, boom, nailed it right here. These spikes right here are actually double tops on the 3 minute. I think when you see them like that, I figure might as well go over some price action stuff. Let me see. I lost my bearings here. But this is simple price action. So this up here. Right here. I guess you could call this a double top. 1, 2. This one nearly, we had the spike. Anyways, relatively close. But So that spike right there is kind of what throws it off. You can kind of see it right here. But anyway, so watching this area when it comes down, the whole thing I'm trying to get to is that when I put something out, like I'm not saying like, hey, take this. I would never say take this. If you're practicing on demo and you're working the rest of the stuff, you know, with us, or you're doing your own thing, testing, demo and stuff, then cool. But like as far as right, like on Facebook, not gonna be. So I don't want people saying, oh, this way. That's why when I'm on here, I'll be like, well, it can go two ways, and when I'm not on here, I'm like, it can go two ways, but I trade it one way. So trade it one way where the conviction is the heaviest, and to where all your you know, indicators and all of your checklists and everything are done and completed, and you know, you've been waiting, you measured risk, you know, did all that stuff. But anyway, so it looks like we could just come through here. This is a popular move on Bitcoin. It's a popular move everywhere. You'd have a bear flag, false breakout, and then boom. So, you know, again, just gonna be watching this retest on a smaller time frame because of that, to see how, if it comes off of the support. So look at XRP real quick. I don't know what happened here. I know that all that stuff is happening with XRP, as we were mentioning a while ago. So this next month should be really interesting. My point is, there's several different, there's a way to enter this stuff, and there's a way not to enter it. You know, it should be, whether or not my way of entering it or someone else's way of entering it is the same way as you. It is different than yours. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever you do that works, just do it consistently. You know. So, but also was just trying to show for example reasons, like just for for example, you know, that's a very common entry. So on XRP, looking to break up here 62 cents, 62,624 up here. This is where probably the last of the liquidity, whoever's going short, it's going to be down up here somewhere. So let's put a TP slightly up here. We'll see what happens. Let's look at XLM. That's similar type of setup, except for the shoulders are kind of backwards. It kind of act like it was going to do the head and shoulders thing, inverse head and shoulders thing, and then it scooted over. So I just scooted all this over here. So to make this, now entering this high, also wanted to say these are not take profits. So entering this high, I mean, we have come up a bit. We have the moving averages here along with us for a little bit of support. They're fairly close together. We have Bitcoin that we're watching to see, you know, or I'm saying we as me, to see, you know, if these are going to play, if they're going to play out. You know, probably going to have a much better chance of playing out if Bitcoin plays out. But they could be start to moving on their own maybe this weekend or this next week. Never know. So if I was going to do parameters on this, what I would do, zoom out. I know on XRP on the daily we are underneath the 1100 moving average, and it appears to be the same thing here. So if I was going to go long here, let me take this off of here. It looks like we have an inverse head and shoulder. So shoulder, head, this pullback, it's like a bull flag, makes a shoulder break across here. So then we have 2 days where we retest. This is actually looking pretty nice, and this is, and I'm not saying don't trade with this. We got other stuff that's happening. This could all be set up. You know, I mean, it's set up, but I mean, it could be set up for good or like whatever. This thing could drop. Anyways, always practice good risk management. So this completed in these 2 days where we rejected. This would have been the neckline right here. These things are going to pop up. take this off of here. So move. So this would have been, no, it's not the prettiest thing, but it is what it is. You got, what I'm looking at are these two. This is nice because this was bearish, this was bullish, and then the next day we had an engulfing. So get this, we'll do this. So there was an engulfing after retest, to the neckline. Right here, so you see neckline, boom boom, engulfing right here. So I just wanted to zoom out to see where's the next. I'm instantly right here. So again, these points, if you're new, you know, this is, as far as price action go, you're looking at these, you're looking for these. But so right here, you see price was rejected right here, boom, on a dime. It was rejected right here. We had some turbulence over here. We came down right here, and we test, and it was rejected here. That's all I need to see. So I wouldn't, if I'm gonna put a target up, this spike right here barely got in there, so I'm gonna want it before. I'd want it before this. First, like if I was doing, I guess I'd have to do multiple entries because there's no way this would be. If I took a one on the breach right here, or if I had a buy limit right here, that would have been perfect. But that's not, I got to wait for candles to set personally. But so, boom, this is quite a ways down. This is actually kind of a late entry. One thing have working for us in this scenario is that this shoulder is really low. When you have a really high shoulder, it screws up your risk to reward. So let's see what's right here. That's horrible risk to reward. Take a zoom out a little bit more. Realistically, don't have a clue, but if this was like 4x or whatever, NASDAQ, this wouldn't, there's a 1 to 2 right here. So I want to put a target before this, not saying this, but look at what a big difference it makes if you did the entry that we were talking about before. Zoom in, get the retest on a small time frame, so you would have entered down here somewhere, and then you would have been able to go like this and look at the difference in the risk to reward. It's almost twice as much. So anyways, it's kind of shallow, but either way, don't buy anything. Just showing a little bit price action, a little bit of some basic stuff for entries, but I'm looking for a breach here on XLM, and then I wanted to look at H bar real quick. We actually first got this down. Let's see. It was a ways away. I guess it was right here. This break right here on the descending wedge into support flagpole. So this was a bear flag. Got rejected. Got double rejection at support again, and we're up. Seen this, I saw this trending on Twitter, so been over here just checking up on it. Overall, this was I think we actually saw this down here turning. Yeah, I think it could have been right here, and then it came down past that, wiped out the lows. But that's gonna do it. I just wanted to get on and go and explain that real quick, because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm suggesting anything, just showing, teaching what I know with price action, and we do give signals, but not out really like blatantly out in the open like that. So anyways, we're going to see what this is about and what's going on here, and keep everybody posted. If y'all have any questions or anything like that, then just reach out and holler, drop a comment, send a message, and we will holler at y'all later. See ya.